Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
We'll play action here. It's Milrow. And his first pass falls incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Milrow now to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
You know, that was a Kate right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Milrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Play action with Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary. What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Rodgers here from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. Down to the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 10 now. A throw right side finds Cup. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He beams one, deep right side. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. 2nd and 10, no road to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you've got to find a way to win.
Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. It's from the right hash, 46 yards.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's the Steelers' first down. Throwing once again, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Trying for the deep ball. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pull out in front further, 13-zip.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now, Milroe. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Here we go. Jamie Ryan. Mustang 19.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Headed out right. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home.
Oh, he loses the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of his end zone, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. Johnson up the middle. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And that should be Seahawks football.
I think the phrase, Kate, blood in the water, comes to mind in this spot. There was a chance to get aggressive and attack them being backed up close to the end zone. Can't imagine that decision paying off in a better fashion than that.
If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one. Throwing now, following the turnover. The back grabs it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Walker goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Pistol now for Milrow. He's got it. Looks like about 4 yards on that 3rd down. Not enough for the first, but definitely enough to consider going for it here.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. As their quarterback, Brock, he's the one told him to get it done in moments like this. But even though he's the one who scored, you and I both know he is not the one who made it happen on that 4th down.
It's pride up front. That was all the guys up top that just said, listen, man, we are going to work this thing. We're going to give you a push. And, Kate, let me tell you, as a quarterback, you know right away. You can feel that push and that surge. And those big guys led the way for 6.
Calvin Austin on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense wise for that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Here's 2nd and 11. Going with the screen to Johnson. Jukes one defender. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Escapes the pocket. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one connects. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35.
Come on.
Walker on 1st down. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Milrow. On the move, headed right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they're able to rip off a nice chunk there before the fumble return comes to an end.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. This is Metcalf working that right side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Boswell able to knock it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. And now they've got a first inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, Rodgers. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Johnson. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. That goal line agonizingly close here. It's 3rd and goal. They sneak it with Rodgers. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Power squid kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Rolling out to his left. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in, too. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Boswell able to knock it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flush out now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Chased out to his right. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Rodgers here off the play action. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. This one misses the tight end. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's going to keep it this time. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Steelers have it, headed the other way. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that was one wild ride. QB does a terrific job. Gets out in the open field, has a big play, and then he's got to watch the other quarterback.
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now second down at the 44-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Tariq Woolen on the coverage.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. It's Walker on the option. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Second down, they're going to the option. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Seahawks who have possession. They've got a lot of work to do, Brock. They are in a massive hole. Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Milrow with it on 1st. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw here from Milrow. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Panther 60.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He has it on the QB sneak. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. So no luck in that final yard, Brock. They simply lost that battle up front. Didn't get the push they needed.
Yeah, give some real credit to that group defensively, right? It is just right off.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To throw, here's Milrow. Forced out to his right. Brought in right side. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Throwing here, Milrow into traffic, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 2nd and 1. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. He's throwing for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. Escape, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
And he sails that one over the end zone.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers nearing their first win of the season. 2nd and 3 now. Off play action, Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Finds Woods. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Rodgers here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to... The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it! And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, clearly the defense did not go all in on the block right there, and fortunate for them, because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake, and they stayed in position to defend it beautifully.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Pass complete to Goddard. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the gun, Milrow. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 17. Completed to his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. They send Valdez-Scantling in motion right. One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group.